not doing a whole lot of winning at the moment, so I don't want to read too much into that in terms of his individual play. But that is going to go over here, and the volley bear top that you've been asking for?
Thank goodness, the volley bear is going into the correct lane. This is absolutely absurd.
It's going to be so good in this comp, into Cassante as well.
Yeah, and he is just never going to lose health. It's going to be amazing. We'll see whether Kingen is going to go for the full Fimbulwinter. I assume that that is sort of the only option that you have. Felix, Hana, 둘, 셋!
Virex fighting!
디플러스게요, 하나, 둘, 셋!
D+ fighting! Woo! Conga line invade.
And there's a lot of warning pings saying that we might have a little bit of a problem here. Oh no, Execute gonna get knocked up already. Taking a fair bit of damage as Bramble Smash comes in. He is so incredibly low. Confirmation that Kingen is going for that cool Fimbulwinter build.
Yeah.
The fact that he's got the Ferocity tree going on. As okay, I don't know about that one, Execute. That is a long journey that you are on, my friend. And once again, he finds himself in a familiar position. And that is, doesn't actually have Hex Flash or anything like that either. As we can see, he's gone Ferocity second himself. As Kellen just looking for an angle, as may have found Willa, has to flash. Kellen, yeah, they might actually be able to catch aiming out as he does wander up here. And he is going to get twisted advanced on aiming, just going to press the cleanse button though, and now Execute. He's going to get snared, and that is first blood so comfortably for Lucid, and now Willa, nowhere to go, gets knocked up and gets taken down. That's aiming, grabbing that one, and D+, 2 swift kills.
And with all the grass stacks coming through as well, he's just going to be actually relevant, unlike the jungle Valley Bears, as meanwhile...
Yeah, Execute's going in once again, but now Showmaker is here to help out, and Execute is just dead. He's been picking his times, but unfortunately they've just all been wrong. A little bit of a gank towards this top side of the map. And Kingen going to be caught farming just a little bit. Closer, can he actually find the charm is the question. Flash is available. He also has an ulti and a blast cone. And so Execute may not be dying this time around. Teleport to come in from the Cassante as Kingen hasn't pulled the trigger on his just yet. Drake is a mountain, so it's a bit of a burly one, as we know.
Look at these Qs coming through, he just keeps resetting them. And Kingen got his teleport back, and he's doing damage to turret. You're on a timer here. Time's up.
He's now going to pull it as Lucid trying to get that knock up onto Clear. Doesn't quite get that as the quickness is massive. It is going to be the Drake locked down there by Lucid as well, as Fearex are just desperately trying to get themselves out of there. Clear is limping out of the fight. He does survive.
Obviously the early part's not looking as good for him, but eventually he's able to stack up some of those as Lucid does not have ult, but he wants to push this. Kingen's here still.
Yeah, Kingen to move on over. He still has the ulti up and available. And so he can turn that tower off if he would like to, but instead, again.
And Viego had to play around bottom side and didn't find any success, so that duo synergy, which is tough in the Carm anyways, oh boy.
Oh, there's a huge ulti from King, and I guess so, as he's going to be taken out. Can they get more, though, is the question, as Closer is just having a party, and it's a double, make it a triple for Hannah, as D+ just go way too deep.
Big. Yeah, Clear is staying. I mean, he might actually be able to put some serious damage on this top inner. He's going to deny a lot of CS at least.
Yeah, and gold lead actually in favor of Fearex towards the end of this. Teleport to come through for Clear. As Closer just ults his way over. That is going to be the steal for Willa, and that's going to be successful. Very nicely done. As now Kellen, oh my god, Clear just finds all of them with that W, but look at D+. They just regroup. And Kingen is impossible to damage. They need to try and find a way to do damage past this.
Absolutely what this comp wants to do, but it needs an Ahri with it.
Well, Clear could be in trouble here, as there are a lot of feathers being thrown around. A huge teleport to come in from Kingen, as he's looking to get that flank angle. Clear is going the wrong direction, so he's likely going to be taken down. The question is, can Fearex get anything on the other side? Close immediately is going to teleport forward. Clear doesn't have his teleport crucially, so he won't be able to reach this fight as soon as he spawns. He's going to have to run his way over there. Willa still trying to get in there for the steal. Should still be a 50-50 as Nature's Grasp does come down. Closer looks for the angle. Showmaker gets taken down solo. The Battle Dance, Kellen just absolutely taking control of the fight as the Baron's going to be secured now for D+. And aiming, and Kellen, they've gotten to relative safety, and it looks like Lucid will just sacrifice himself for his teammates. Q connecting with no one in particular here for Showmaker as Execute now going to find the roots. Throws them forward, and now Closer's dashing in with the Spirit Rush. That's a huge third Q to come through from Clear as Execute. Even able to get that kill, but they trade one back. The jungler taken out. That's going to mean that Soul Point goes over to D+. And now Lucid's able to protect Showmaker here as well. And Closer's going to have to run for the hill. Still Clear looking for another opportunity. Featherstorm going to be used here for aiming.
Or the Xayah, because in team fights, if Henna gets on top of you, you're going to have a big problem. And Showmaker may stop it back. Or
Closer will just find a charm.
What?
There's the Spirit Rush, and he's just dead.
As you can see here from aiming. Meanwhile,
yeah, got another fight here as Kellen going to be taking a fair bit of damage. He's going to be CC'd up, but it's a trade of supports. Both of them going down now as Willa turns into a Rakan, gets a decent grand entrance in there and make something happen as the Baron has been started. Vision immediately picked up by FearX. They know exactly what's going on as King In moving in.
Celestial opposition broken.
Yeah, Closer off to the side. Actually a great position for this Ahri to be in, currently clearing out that control ward.
Flank from Kingin might get something done here, but he's kind of alone. They can collapse onto him here. Closer's positioning so fantastic there. D+.
Flank angle once again. Closer still wanting to find that opportunity and should be able to get on through there. It's Clear that starts up the fight though, and that's a very early Featherstorm, an opportunity now. But aiming, just going to get protected. Everyone just moving up to him. Execute tries to get in, but you can see aiming creates all the space. Showmaker not going to be so lucky though, as Henna is going to be able to pick up a swift double. And now Kingin just running back towards his bottom lane. And oh, no, Closer. Okay. Actually get off the back end of it though, as just controlling every single lane, being able to wipe out these inner turrets. Can they break open the base on this push as we check out this fight one more time?
It's once again Clear who forces aiming's ult. Meanwhile,
all right, that's a flash in as aiming is here, and Closer is going to have to Spirit Rush his way out.
Kellen's brave enough to look for something like that. Willer also on a bit of a flank himself.
Control
TP
absolutely everywhere though. This is an interesting TP from Clear to find a flank angle as Closer dives in, but everyone is on top of him. That Zhonya's is extremely high value, and so is the Fate's Call as Henna finds it and Execute is going to execute. Featherstorm comes in for aiming, but the Blade Caller does nothing, and now the resets fly in. FearX are going to dominate the team fight, and they'll take game one.
I mean, that was such a cool idea. It didn't all come together the way I think FearX wanted it to necessarily, but high-value Zhonya's from Closer. The Fate's Call to turn it around. Execute. Rough early game, but he gets high value in that fight as well, and D+ will fall. Massive comeback win here. This looked unplayable at 10 minutes here for FearX, but they did not crumble under the pressure. What a story of a resilient team that is on a massive losing streak. They will get it done in game one.